Hey everybody, it's Angie and welcome to HotandFlashy. In today's video, I'm going to review the Hana Cure Mask. This has been out for a couple of years now and people have been asking me to review it for that entire time. When it first came on the market, it made a huge splash because Drew Barrymore used it and she posted an Instapic that went viral of her face looking like a 90-year-old, and that's basically what this mask does. You put it on and it dries and then it cracks and makes you look really wrinkled and really old. So it's gotten the nickname of the zombie mask or the grandma mask or the granny mask, and so it just seemed to me like kind of a gimmick back then, but it's 2 years later and people are still asking me about this, and for some reason over the last couple of weeks I've gotten so many requests to review this. So I've always been a little bit curious about it. So I went ahead and ordered one up. So I paid for this with my own money and it was $29 for a single use packet. According to the HanaCure website, this is an all-in-one facial that's an active treatment that creates an intense tightening and compression effect on the skin to address all of the most common skin concerns at the same time. So it offers a solution for anti-aging, fine lines and wrinkles, lifting and firming, hyperpigmentation, dullness, large pores, clogged pores, clarifying, and detoxifying. So if you could get all that in one little box and it would work instantly as well as over time, which is what they suggest on the website, that wouldn't be bad, and it might be worth 30 bucks, I guess, if the effect would be really great and if it would last. We'll see what this one has to offer. You know, I don't have hugely high hopes about it, but what the heck. So let me bring in the footage from earlier and I can show you what's in the box and me putting it on and then washing it off, and then we'll do before and after pictures to show you if it works or not. All right, I am fresh out of the shower, have washed my face, haven't put on my skincare. I hate not putting on my stuff. Like my skin feels so dry right now. But anyway, this will be the before picture for the Hana Cure. All right, here's the packaging. It's a very simple, very clean design. You open up the box. Inside are the instructions and the three-piece kit. There's a gelling solution, there's a lifting solution, and there's a little brush. All right, let's read the instructions here. Cleanse and dry face before using. Check. Expect intense tightening sensation within 10 minutes or less. If applied close to under eye area, you may experience gradual pulling effects. This is normal and only temporary while the mask is working. If your skin is fairly light in pigment or you get easily flushed, you may experience temporary redness of up to 90 minutes. This is due to an increase in blood circulation as our purifying compound and CO2 octolift work to absorb impurities while restoring your skin's flawless appearance. Align thumb with downward arrow on cap of lifting serum. Push upward to lift cap, then carefully pull all the way back. Beware of sharp aluminum edge. Carefully unravel outer seal to reveal rubber cap. Pop off to open. Step 3, do not open all the way. Peel corner foil of gelling solution back to dotted line as indicated. Pour contents of lifting solution. Reseal by holding the corner of the edge. Shake vigorously for 20 seconds. Gel will form. Use the brush to apply it to face, neck, and backs of hands. May use sparingly under eyes, but avoid direct contact with eyes, lids, and lips. Leave on for 20 minutes until gel dries completely. Minimize facial movements to maximize effects. May fan face to increase intensity. I'm not going to put it on my neck. So this really just looks like a clear gel when you first apply it. It feels a lot like when I'm putting on my gel for doing my new face routine. I'm going to go and I'll see you back here in 20 minutes. All right, time's not up yet. I just wanted to come back and let you know that it started feeling really dry at 5 minutes in. So I've got 15 minutes left on the timer, but it really is feeling like, remember when you were a kid and you put Elmer's glue on your skin and it would dry and then you peel it off? Basically, same feeling going on here. Okay, so I'm 15 minutes in and this is really starting to itch my skin already. I hope it's not going to be super irritating. Look how it's stretching my lips. And it's pulling my eyes down and making them look really sad. But oh my god, this is so itchy. I'm not sure I'm gonna make it till the end. It's not quite dry yet. There's some areas that I put it on a little thicker. All right, you guys, our 20 minutes are up, but I can't wait to get it off my face. It feels so dry and so tight and so itchy. I can't wait to wash it off. So I'm gonna go upstairs and rinse it off now. Just let me give you a look at it up close. You can see that it has all that like cracked, a little bit of peeling, kind of brownish look to it. All right, I have rinsed it off and I am back. I didn't put on any moisturizer because I wanted to show you what my skin looks like just after rinsing it. And I gotta say, my face is a lot redder than it was before. Like my forehead is very red up here where it was really itchy. My nose is super red. And even where I put it just down here on this little bit of my jawline is red and blotchy. So I'm glad I didn't take it down my neck. And here you can really see how red it is. Lots of irritation. It was fairly easy to rinse off. I felt like it just took a few splashes of water to get most of it off, and I didn't use a cleanser, just put water on it. So any redness is definitely from the mask, not from any kind of, rubbing to get it off or using a cleanser or anything. This is just the result of using the mask. So I'm going to go ahead and put on moisturizer because my skin feels so dry, but it also feels so irritated that I'm not going to do my normal morning skincare routine. All right, you guys, I'm back. I have put on just a little bit of basic moisturizer. I use the IT Cosmetics Confidence in a Gel Lotion because that's like my most soothing moisturizer. So just put on a little bit of that to make my skin feel not so dry and tight. Dried my hair, and let's take a look. So it looks to me like the irritation is going down a little bit. So my face isn't nearly as red or as itchy feeling as it was a few minutes ago. Kind of the redness over here and blotchiness over here. So let's take a look and see if my pores are diminished, if my wrinkles are diminished, if my ripply skin is diminished because of using that thing. Didn't take any before with my wrinkles, but clearly it didn't erase my wrinkles. They're still there. Alrighty, so I gotta say I was pretty dang disappointed in it. I was really hoping that this would be one of the ones that wasn't just hype, that wasn't just a gimmick, that would actually do something, because I really am waiting for that product. I really want something that I can put on my face that won't irritate it, that will actually deliver to me some smaller pores, some more diffused looking wrinkles, some firmness and everything. I'm sure that's what we're all looking for. So that's why we all hope that these things work, and kind of why we continue to try them, because, why not? One of them could be the thing one of these days, right? So since my skin was so irritated, I was really curious to see what was in here. I kind of wish I had looked more carefully at the ingredients or looked up a few things before I used it. HanaCure is one of the companies that doesn't put its full ingredient list to the product on the website. There is an ingredients tab, but all it has is a bulleted list of the call out ingredients. So it lists those like 6 botanical extracts that are in here. Then it does list the 4 peptides that are in here, because this does have some peptides there. Of course, the last 4 things on the ingredient list, so who knows how much they're, what quantity they're in there in. Definitely below 1%, probably not even 1%. And that is all the things that are in the gelling solution, but they don't break it out as far as what's in the gelling solution versus what's in the lifting solution, and they don't have ingredients lists for either of them. They do have a picture of the back of the box, but it's such a low-res picture that when you blow it up big enough to actually read it, you can't read the thing. It's very blurry, but it does look to me like the ingredients have changed from what's on the website to what I have here or what's printed on my box. So on the website, I think this is probably the reason that I bought it, because niacinamide is looks to me like one of the top ingredients on the first line here, and now niacinamide isn't in here anymore. So if I was looking at this online, I probably would have seen niacinamide and green tea and caffeine and the peptides and been like, oh, okay, that looks decent. And on the second row in the lifting serum ingredients, this is completely different. On the website, it's blurry, but I think it's what it says is water, and then that portulaca or portucula, however you say it, extract, then the Camellia sinensis leaf extract, which is the green tea extract. Then it looks like there's another, some kind of fruit extract, and then I can't read those last two words, but so that's polylysine. What this says as the first ingredient is sodium silicate. So basically, they've switched it from having water as the first ingredient to having sodium silicate as the first ingredient. And is that a big deal? Well, it depends on what sodium silicate is. I don't know what sodium silicate is because I've never heard of it before. I have never seen it on a label in anything that I've used. Like now I'm not sure if they just switch the ingredients, if it's been like this all along, if they weren't telling you the real ingredients before. So first I looked sodium silicate up on PubChem, and the first thing that came up was a page with warnings on it. So there are two red diamonds. One of them says that it's corrosive, another one says that it is an irritant. The general description of it on that page was this: sodium silicate appears as a powdered or flaked solid substance, strong irritant to skin, eyes, and mucous membranes, may be toxic by ingestion. Concentrated aqueous solutions used as a glue. So, I guess that's why it has that glue-like effect in the way it dries on your face and cracks and makes you look awful. And it's kind of bothersome that it's the first ingredient on here, so that stuff is mainly sodium silicate. So then, the second thing I did was call my dad, who's a chemist. And I said, so Dad, what can you tell me about sodium silicate? So Dad said that another term for sodium silicate is water glass, and it's basically used in dishwasher detergent to degrease. It's also used to seal cement floors. It's also used to coat glass. Yeah, I'm just not sure that this is such a good product to put on your face. And especially where they're suggesting that instead of just using it the one time for like an immediate, fun or cool result, that you should use it 3 times a week. That's just a recipe for constant skin irritation and kind of a recipe for disaster. Plus, it's also a recipe for giving HanaCure all your money and you having none left in your pockets, because 3 times a week with this stuff is $90. So over the course of a month, assuming you bought the 4-pack, 3 of the 4 packs, that would cost you $330 for 1 month of putting an irritant on your face 3 times a week. Like, mind blown. $350, you could get Botox and that will last you for 3 to 4 months, and it will work so well at getting rid of your wrinkles, which this didn't do for me. It didn't get rid of any of my wrinkles. It didn't make my pores look any smaller. All it did was turn my skin red and make me really angry that companies can get away with this stuff. So while it's lovely that they put in the green tea and all the lotus extracts and peach extracts and the 4 peptides, there are other products that I know of that have 4 peptides in them that you can put on your skin. You can safely leave it on. But one of the best that contains 2 of the peptides from here is the ordinary buffet serum plus copper peptides 1%. This contains 4 peptides. 2 of them I have never heard of, and when I looked them up, there was 0 information on them, 0 studies showing that they did anything in your skin. The other 2 that are in here, there is some study on them, and they are both included in here along with 5 other peptides. So this contains 7 peptides versus 4. This is $29 for a single use. This is just about $29, $28.90 for an entire bottle that you can use over and over and over again. In general, these bottles will last about 3 months. So you can get all your peptides in something like this. And if you're looking for more of a lifting, firming, pore reducing kind of mask, Something that would be way better than this that I could recommend is the Drunk Elephant TLC Sukari Baby Facial. I use this in my skincare routine every Sunday night, and it's a wash-off mask. You leave this on for 10 minutes. You do get a tingling feeling because of the acids that are in here. Then you wash it off, and then in the morning my pores are so small, my skin is so smooth and feels just like a little bit tighter. Now this is expensive. It costs about $80 for this, but you know, you use this once a week, you use 1 pump of it, and it is 1.69 ounces. So I would say there's between 30 and 45 uses in here. So this should last the better part of a year if you use it once a week. I really wouldn't use it more than that. And then if this is still too expensive, you can always try the ordinary AHA 30% peeling solution. This is a very similar formulation to this. The only thing I don't like about this is that it's red, and when you put it on you literally look like you're bleeding from the face. But you know, that aside, it does give you a very similar result to this. The ingredients are very similar. This is $7.20 for an ounce. So these guys are both combinations of alpha hydroxy acids and beta hydroxy acids, and what the combination of those two will do is pretty much give you everything that this had promised to give you but didn't deliver. So alpha hydroxy acids exfoliate the surface of your skin and will help to make it look smoother and firmer and more lifted, also brighter. It will reduce fine lines and wrinkles. But then the beta hydroxy acids, which is salicylic acid, is also an exfoliant, but it exfoliates inside your pores, and so it can help to keep your pores cleaner and therefore make them look smaller. If you don't want to use alpha hydroxy acids, or if you can't use alpha hydroxy acids but you want to just minimize your pores, the best mask for pore minimizing that I've ever tried is the Skin School Egg White Pore Mask. This is a great little mask. You just put it on, leave it on for 5 or 10 minutes, I forget, and then wash it off, and it really does reduce the size of your pores. This is basically a clay mask. Any clay mask will do about the same thing, but I like this one because it's not super drying. It's more hydrating than your average clay mask, so that's a really good one. So anyway, that's my full review on the Hana Cure Mask. I hope you found it helpful and informative, and I hope that you don't buy it. I would much rather see you spend your money at The Ordinary or on something else that is going to be good for your skin and not contain an irritant. So I hope you found the video helpful and informative. If you did, go ahead and give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell while you're down there. As always, I thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate your watching. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.